Hey guys, it's me again. My name is Lola. If you're new, hello. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. It's been a while since my last video because I've been kind of putting this off. I don't have a good reason for it, which is actually really bad. But yeah, I have kind of been putting this off, which is wrong. But one of my is it 2025 is very soon, and I guess one of my New Year's resolutions is to take this more seriously. So yeah. So today's topic is you're doing the best you can with what you have, because it's almost the end of the year. 2025 is in 3 weeks. Today is the day I recorded this was the 11th of December. So yeah, 2025 is in 3 weeks, and normally at this time people tend to have New Year's resolutions, or like, oh, I'm gonna do this year, I'm gonna do this year, I'm gonna stop doing this year, I'm gonna make new friends, I'm gonna go to the gym, or I'm gonna spend more time with God, stuff like that. And yeah, a lot of people have New Year's resolutions. I do too. I don't really want to share them. Okay, I'll share one. I want to become closer to God, definitely. And I feel like me continuing this channel, me continuing YouTube after frame of hiatus will be very useful. So yeah, normally at this time people have New Year's resolutions, but then at the same time a lot of people might start posting their accomplishments, and people you haven't, not that they haven't achieved much, but like maybe 2024 wasn't really a good year for them for whatever reason. They might start feeling bad about themselves. But I'm here to tell you, you're doing the best you can with what you have. Like, as I like to say, yeah, you're doing the best you can. You being here, you being alive right now, you watching this video like right now, it says a lot, because a lot of people started this year with us, but now they are no more. And yeah, you just have to be grateful for that, because you could have given up, but you didn't. You could have, I don't know what you could have done, but the fact that you're still here, despite what you're going through, despite the bad things that you're going through, despite what you have, despite the challenges you faced this year, the fact that you're still here, the fact that you're still alive here, that says a lot, and you should be really proud of yourself for that. For John 13:8 says, you don't know what I'm doing, but later you will understand, and then you'll soon realize why you had to go through something. Sometimes you have to go through hard times to get to the good times. Sometimes you have to go through hard times to appreciate the good times as well. There's a quote I know that says, what comes easy doesn't last, and what lasts doesn't come easy. Sometimes bad times need to happen so that you can appreciate the good times, so that you can learn a lesson from something, so that you can become a better person. I'm not saying this is true for everything, as in what comes easy doesn't last, or last doesn't come easy. Sometimes things that come easy last a long time. I don't have a personal or specific example, but yeah, that's just the truth. But yeah, normally if you want success, you have to work hard for it. It's not something you can do overnight. For example, I have a personal example, but yeah. So yeah, for example, with language learning, for example, like with me, I'm trying to learn Spanish by 2026. It's going very well, but it's not something I can do. It's not something I can do. It's not something I can learn like at once. It takes time, maybe even years, for me to reach that level of fluency that I want to reach. You have to, small effort every day will lead to like a big effort over time. So yeah, some success, like you have to work hard for success so that you can be successful. But yeah, just like it's similar to when God wants to bless you, he might not give you the blessing straight away. Sometimes he will take you through a test of wilderness, which is in First Peter 1:7 or something. I can't remember specifically, but I'll definitely leave like a picture. And then it's saying, so I watched the video the other day, and it was saying sometimes God will take you through a test of wilderness. Sometimes God will not give you something straight away, so that it's he's preparing you for the blessing, he's preparing the blessing for you, or he's preparing both of you at the same time. So yeah, you just have to make sure that you don't give up on what you really want to do, and you keep doing what you want to do. Yeah, so First Peter 1:7 says, your troubles have come in order to prove that your faith is real. Your faith is worth more than gold. So yeah, if this year hasn't turned out the way you want it to, for reasons you can't control, reasons you can't control is different. So yeah, if this year hasn't turned out the way you want it to, for reasons you can't control, it might be God's removing something in your life, or he might be changing things in order to benefit you. For example, if you've had a friend for, I don't know, if you've had a best friend for 7 years, and then all of a sudden the friendship just ends, like, why is this person not my friend anymore? It doesn't make sense. We've been friends for ages. Sometimes God will make a friendship last for a specific amount of time until that friend is no longer meant to be in your life. So yeah, for example, if you ended friendship with someone that you really cared about, maybe God was protecting you. Maybe in 2025, that friend, that so-called friend, quote unquote, maybe in next year, that friend would have, I don't know, jeopardized you, sabotaged you, betrayed you, would have, I don't know, they would have done something bad to you. So yeah, as I was saying, even though the friendship is ending, even though it seems bad, maybe God is actually protecting you from something. And another one, say you lost a job for no reason, maybe you know, like you got fired for something that you didn't do, or maybe you just got fired for no reason, you got fired unjustly, and you might be thinking, why did I get fired from this job? I've always been a good employer, I've never missed a day from work, I've never like put in less than 100%, and then this just randomly happen. It doesn't make sense, like, why am I fired from this job? But yeah, so you might be thinking, oh, I don't understand, but then God might actually be leading you to greater paths in 2025. You know, God might be opening doors, you get better employees, a better salary, a better employer, stuff like that. So yeah, what you might see as disappointments, what you might see as setbacks, what you might see as, I don't know, downfalls, can actually be, you know, a step towards the right direction. Maybe God is like trying to give you a better blessing in the future. Yeah. Isaiah 52 verse 12 says, for the Lord will go ahead of you. Yes, the Lord of God of Israel will protect you from behind. So yeah, no matter what you're going through, God is always with you in the good times and the bad. Sometimes it might seem like, as I was saying, sometimes it might seem like, oh, this is a bad time, God isn't really there for me. Like, why, if God loved me, why is this bad thing happening to me? But sometimes, like I said, bad things need to happen in order for you to appreciate the good times. Bad thing needs to happen in order to learn from it. Because honestly, if good things kept happening in your life, you won't appreciate it. If things were handed to you on a silver platter, you would just be like, well, I didn't work hard. I feel like we appreciate things more when we work hard for it. You know, if things, you kind of take for granted things that come to you kind of easily. So that's why sometimes God doesn't give you a blessing straight away, so that you can appreciate it more, or because you're not ready. So yeah, like I said, you're doing the best you can. You being here right now means a lot to someone, even if it doesn't necessarily seem that way, you know. Yeah, so don't worry about the future, don't worry about 2025. You're doing the best you can. And I said earlier, sometimes this year might not have gone the way you wanted it to for something you cannot control, but then other times it can be because of something you can control. For example, if this year hasn't gone the way you wanted to, if this year hasn't been very good, and maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe it's because you've been lazy, maybe it's because you've been procrastinating, maybe it's because you've been postponing things. You might have to think about that in 2025. You might have to think, okay, maybe I need to be more organized, maybe I need to stop getting distracted on my phone, maybe set a time limit on my phone, maybe set a timer, stuff like that. So yeah, if this year hasn't turned out the way you want it to, for reasons that you can't control, that's definitely something you can work on for the new year. And yeah, I wrote my notes beforehand, so I'm just trying to summarize it. As I was saying, so if you haven't achieved your goals this year and it's for something you can change in 2025, you might have to do some self-reflection. You might have to think, okay, this didn't go the way I wanted. How can I be more organized? How can I manage my time more wisely? What's distracting me? And how can I prevent it from happening? So yeah, I'm saying, you know, keep pushing at it. Don't give up on something you believe in. Don't give up on something that's good. Don't give up on something that, you know, don't give up on something. You can't spend a day without thinking about something good, not something bad. But yeah, you're trying the best you can. You're doing the best you can with what you have, with the knowledge you have. Everybody has regrets. Everybody has mistakes. Everybody has something from the past that they don't necessarily like. And yeah, but those things don't define you. It's how you learn from them that counts, and the lessons you've learned from it as well. So yeah, it may seem hard now, but God knows what he's doing, and when the time comes, you will receive your blessing, maybe even multiple. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good 2025, and for future years, if you have any resolutions, I hope you achieve them. I hope you achieve them, especially if it's spiritual. I'm trying to build my relationship with God. But yeah, I hope this helped you in some way, and I will see you next time. I'm definitely gonna try and be more consistent. But yeah, bye bye. Bye bye, and take care.